These shootings, lootings, vandalism, and fires. A year ago this weekend, riots shook the city. What started as peaceful protests later turned violent. This week, our Full Wish TV team is taking a closer look at what happened and what changed. We start tonight with News 8's David Williams with new laws that have been passed.
They were nights last summer etched in our memories. Fires burning in the streets of downtown Indy. People spray-painted graffiti on the steps of Monument Circle and the Soldiers and Sailors Monument itself. People even tagged the south side of the Indiana War Memorial.
I think the right path here is to set the stage that says we are going to protect our monuments. We're going to protect this Capitol, and the path is not destruction and harm to public safety, but it is to set the table that we take it very serious.
In April of this year, Governor Eric Holcomb signed a bill into law that deals specifically with protection of monuments, including the state capitol and government center campus.
The law requires state police to prioritize the investigation and prosecution of people who destroy, damage, or vandalize statues, memorials, or monuments like these.
The law came to be after those downtown incidents. Before the bill became law, several Democrats spoke against it.
I understand the intent of this bill. I understand we want to protect the Capitol, but I firmly believe we need to focus on saving lives. Monuments and memorials can be replaced, lives cannot. I'll be voting no.
Nothing in here says it's got to be the top priority. You put everything else aside and focus solely on monuments and memorials.
Senate Minority Leader, State Senator Greg Taylor, also voted against the bill. Today, he explained his thoughts.
A piece of legislation that emphasizes and actually uses the word prioritizes the physical structures that are in the state of Indiana over prioritizing the health, welfare, and safety of the people, to me, is a waste of time. But that's what the supermajority wanted, and that's what they got.
It also enhances penalties to the crime of rioting. The new law could also impact funding for political subdivisions in some cases.
This is honestly a bill I hope never, ever has to be used. I never hope there's another statue, memorial, commemorative piece destroyed in Indiana, and I hope not a single penny of funds has to be withheld from a political subdivision.
Several other bills that would have cracked down even more on protesters failed in the General Assembly. Those plans would have allowed the Attorney General to take over prosecutions if local prosecutors decided not to file charges, allowed prison sentences up to 6 years for rioting, and added penalties for people who hide their faces during protests. I'm David Williams, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.